Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris, it's nice to see you, and welcome to day 4 of our 25 days of Animal Crossing series here on YouTube. You can see Flick in the background looking very out of place with the color scheme, but that's okay. And we are standing right at my last build, which was the coral reef. And where we are going to build today is going to be just right over here. So I will have to move Julian and Kyle, but that's okay. And bring up the map so we can see how much room I have left over here. Oh, I still got quite a bit of space. Alright, awesome. So for this build today, the train tracks are going to go through it. So I have to figure out exactly where I want those. And plus I have the shop street here, so I kind of have to work with what space I have. All of the train tracks, I might have go around it instead. We'll see. I'll work it out. But what we are going to do today is going to be an ice rink. I love building ice rinks on my winter islands. I think they are just so cute. This one's going to be a nice size because I'm not sure if I want to add a second level and start the second level of this island, which is where the trees and flowers will start popping up, because you know that's closer towards the ocean surface, I suppose, or how that works. I mean, I don't fully understand this concept. I'm just working with it, and I'm having a lot of fun so far, and I hope you guys are too. Yeah, Dizzy's still here. We're working on it. But that is what we are doing for today. I'm going to figure out what is happening with these train tracks, the shop street, because I may still add a post office to this or something. We will see. That'll probably be a future build as well. Hello, Julian. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm going to send you over to voice over me with the building portion of this, and I will see you guys at the outro. Enjoy!
Alright, you guys, and we are here now with voiceover Chris, and we are going to get started on this ice rink. I am going to be perfectly honest, I don't really remember how I get this build started, other than fighting for a while to figure out how I want to do an incline, so that way I can do a road leading up to the second point of the island. I honestly put out most of this part of figuring it out for you guys, because it was a lot. It was a lot. I think I spent about like an hour or something fighting with it. So I started recording, then I would stop, then I would start recording again, then I would stop. It was just a whole thing. It was a nightmare. But we did get it figured out in the end, so I was able to put up the terraforming. Went ahead and extended the sidewalk. I did not extend any further than that because I don't know if I'm going to keep any part of the island still on this first level around resident services, or if it's all, the rest of it's all going to go up onto the second and third cliffs. That is something for future me to figure out, which future me is going to be tonight after work. Well, tonight after work, I gotta figure out part of it, because I know day 5 I have to record and get ready to go. I doubt I will sound any different, which is the reason I do. I got my new computer last night. From a Dell gaming laptop to an HP computer with a lot more RAM, a lot more memory. So hopefully I won't need to use running storage because my Final Fantasy VII video that I have recorded is still not playing, and I think it is also something with the external hard drive. So I'm going to try and save it again and see if I can run it that way, if I have to do that before. And if not, I can just get a playthrough up there real super quick and just re-record it. And if all else fails, I just need to get a new external hard drive. It is what it is. We are going to time travel. Like I said, I'm just leaving this part in. I am planning out my next build, so hopefully we won't have to worry about too much time traveling or anything like that. But we just ignored Judy's thought bubble right there. I think it was a move-out loan, and she's not going anywhere. I would like that to pop over to Dizzy. Yeah, especially Dizzy right now. I know I've got Al, who also needs to leave, but Dizzy's the one holdout from my starter 3 that I would like to see him take off. He's cute, but not for this island theme. But I hope y'all's Decembers are going well. I know we are quickly coming up to Christmas. Like I said, I'm recording these early, so let me tell you, Black Friday was absolutely freaking insane for the store I work at. Thankfully, we had enough cashiers. I didn't actually have to room register. I have been there, done, did that, and it's a lot, especially trying to take breaks when you have lines back into the center of the store and 8 out of your 10 registers running and you don't have enough people to open the other 2. Not like it really would have helped. But that was nuts. We went into Best Buy, my husband and I, to get my computer, and we waited, about 20 minutes. There was a queue and stuff, and the guy was like, I am so sorry, you guys have been waiting 20 minutes. It's like, dude, I just came from, where I work. I totally get it. I wasn't worried about it in the slightest, other than the fact I really did want to go home, but I wasn't going to take it out on the poor shop guys. Let's see, last video I talked about an entrance series I want to do on my video. The video before that I talked about kind of what's coming for the new year. This was a pausing part that I had because I had to step away from my computer for a bit to just take care of some business. But I think for this video, and I've had somebody mention this, I could share some retail horror stories, because why not, Let's just have some fun with it. But let's see, I've got a few, I've got the short ones of working in the fabric department. You say, hi, how are you? What can I do for you today? And they just chuck the bolt of fabric at you and it hits the table and they just go 2 yards. It's like, okay, well, I'm officially going to stop being nice to you now. Or when they're on their phone and they just keep talking on their phone. I've had a few people who have looked at me and apologized. It's an important phone call dealing with so-and-so. I can't hang up. I get it. Life doesn't stop. You've got those important phone calls you need to deal with. As long as you interact with me, we're good. I don't know why my character was standing there for so long. I am so sorry. Hopefully I don't stand there for ever and a day. But if I do, that's okay. It's story time. But then you get the people on the phone who just ignore you. They just don't even look at you, or they turn around, act like they're doing something else, and it's like, literally, I am standing right here, trying to do my job. I would appreciate it if you at least interacted with me a little bit, a hi, how are you? You don't have to do a full-on conversation. Just, hi, how are you? Find everything you're looking for. Okay, good. You go back to your phone conversation. I'll get everything checked out. Your total is blah, blah, blah. Have a good day. Merry Christmas. You're out the door. Man, those people irk me. And then one of the poor cashiers, this was Monday, so the week of Black Friday. Like I said, I'm recording this stuff early. I will keep saying that like a broken record. But why am I facing my house? It's fine. Just don't worry about it. But anyway, Monday, one of the cashiers, and she is the sweetest lady ever. She had lines back into the center of the store. All the registers did. We were all taking turns, jumping on, running register, even though it was truck day. Our truck day came a day early because of the holiday. It was madness. And this lady comes over to her and says, can you get me down a pumpkin? Now, at this point, we have moved all of our fall decor into aisles where everybody can reach. Nothing is overhead unless, you're super short, in which case, ask for help. That's fine. No big deal. The cashier says, no, I'm sorry. I'm not allowed to leave my register. We've got lines, back into the center of the store. I can't go anywhere. I apologize. And this lady goes, oh, I thought you were here to serve. Oh, that makes me so mad. Like, what is it about this time of year that brings out, forgive me, but brings out the bitchiness in people? Why? Why? Time of year where you're supposed to be nice to people, it brings out the bitch. I don't get it. So that was how our week started. And it has only gotten worse. And I know it's across the board for retail stores. I've seen stories on Facebook of, customers using ladders, customers picking up ladders and knocking stuff down off the very top shelves over into the next aisles on top of other customers and just walking away. And it's like, that's how you kill somebody. That's how you cost somebody their job. The worker I used to work with, he doesn't work there anymore. He had to transfer to a different store, but he came around the corner as like two college guys were climbing up the ladder, and he pulled out the dad voice. He was like, no. Can't really do his exact volume because my husband is still sleeping, but let me tell you, these guys hit the floor like shot. Of course, this is the same poor guy who was up on one of the really tall ladders, putting up high wall shelves, had barriers, had a person over there watching, and this lady just shoved her cart right through the barriers into the ladder. He could have dropped the shelf and killed her. She didn't care. She was going to do her shopping come hell or high water. It gives me such a headache. And yet, well, I work retail because it pays the bills. Let's see, I'm trying to think of if I have any other shorter stories. I really don't. I don't really seem to be the one that a lot of this stuff happens to. Except for one that I was a part of, and I couldn't really do much to help clean this mess up because I was in fabric at this point and I couldn't stray too far from my area in case the little bell rang. I needed to be able there to take care of people. But old co-worker and I are standing over by where the frame shop is, kind of near the bathrooms. We're just chit-chatting real quick before she heads over to where she has to go, and I head back up to fabric. We were coming off break. And this lady comes over. Excuse me, I made a mess of the bathroom. Both of us can tell this isn't going to be good. But of course, like I said, I can't go deal with it, so my coworker goes to deal with it. And this lady got poop. I got shit all over the toilet, the floor, the toilet paper dispenser, the wall. Please explain that one to me. The stall door, the sink, soap dispenser, paper towel dispenser, and I think thankfully she at least had it all off her hands before she got to the bathroom door. Proceeds to go out to her car, gets a clean pair of pants, clean pair of underwear, comes back in, changes, pulls her covered pants up, tosses them into the buggy, and proceeds to keep shopping. Doesn't take them out to her car, doesn't apologize, nothing. And she shopped for at least a half hour. At some point in there, a different coworker had to walk over with a bag and be like, excuse me, ma'am, people are complaining about the smell. Can you put those in a bag? Really? Really? Why would you keep shopping after that? Let me tell you, that happens to me, you're never going to see my face in that store again. I'm going to be way too embarrassed. Like, I had one poor lady, she was on brand new medication and lost control of her bowels. She was an older lady, and she felt so bad. Like, I thought she was going to cry. She was like, I'll help clean it up. I'll help pay for any mess I've made. And I went and found the manager. I was like, this is what's going on. Do we have a scrap piece of a fleece or something that we can give to her just to wrap around her until, whoever gets here with clean clothes for her, just so she's a bit more comfortable? My manager was like, yes, find a piece that's fine. So we got it all cleaned up. I went to give her the fleece, and she was like, it's okay, my friend is here. I appreciate it. I don't mind that. Like, you can tell she felt terrible. On new medication, still getting used to the side effects and everything. The first lady, I don't think there was any medication involved. I'm asking myself why I work retail. And most days, I don't mind it. A lot of the customers are nice. I've been at this job long enough. A lot of the customers know me. Why? Anywho, I'm gonna leave you guys with that story for a little bit. Let you guys just listen to some music and watch. I've been talking for almost 15 minutes. My throat's going a little bit dry. So I'm gonna get myself a drink. I've got a Coke Zero can next to me, and I will be back here in a little bit. Time to be able to get back to my editing style, because I gotta tell you, watching me put all this almost like pavement pathing down is boring as F-U-C-K. We finally get to the ice, and then there's a lot of this. Computer keeps going to sleep. Or the screen does, at least. I don't know if there's a way to set it to not go to sleep like there was with my laptop, but that's what it is. Just gotta remember to keep jiggling the mouse. This ended up being a pretty nice sized ice rink, just right next to the coral reef-ish thing. I still really like that build. I think it's so pretty. I hope you guys are having a good time watching me build this island. I know I'm having a ton of fun with it. It's kind of different to think, okay, I have to split this island into at least 23 builds, because I'm thinking at least one or two videos of either small areas, fillers, whatever I need to add, that sort of stuff. But it's like I have to break this island down into these sections. Otherwise, days 2 and 3, the shop street and the coral reef would have just been one big build. This build ice rink and one after it would have just been one big build. Thought I heard something out there. I think it's Butters. I don't think my husband's awake yet. I would have heard him come down the stairs. But this has been a nice challenge to be able to just, break everything apart for me instead of just going ham at it like I've been known to do with some of my islands, and then I get burnt out and then I just delete them and don't finish them. Looking at my last resort island that I tried to do over the summer that I was doing just for fun, playing just me. I got almost all the way done and just had enough, because honestly it was a lot of sandpathing. But I'm gonna try and do that theme again. Probably not for a bit yet. That might be a summer island, but we finally finished with the pathing, and I believe, because like I said, I don't remember what I all do here, but I'm getting out some fencing, gonna try them out. I can't customize fences because I haven't made any. That's what I'm figuring out here. I will head over to Reese and Cyrus though and get that frozen fencing, probably at least one of it customized into the blue. Customization. What am I looking for? Oh yeah, archways, so I could try and figure out entrances onto the ice. You know what I can customize are the shell items and the frozen items, but I had to make a couple of frozen archways. I didn't grab a ton of frozen items, and I probably should so I can use them in some other builds, but I think I want to try like an ice type castle. That's going to be towards the back of the island, I think. This is just where I decided what fencing I was going to use, and decided to just go ahead with the mermaid instead of trying the wedding one. I like the mermaid fencing a lot. I think it fits here very well. And then I decided to move the archways and have 2 instead of 3, or just 1, pardon. And I will go in later and extend the ice rink over just 1 more so that way both sides are equal, but I don't do that for a little bit. So this is going to, I don't know why I froze there for a second, but that's okay. This is going to head towards a River Island trip. I think I used one on Twitch instead of my usual ones that I go to, but I needed to go find some ice skates. I ended up going to get the little pom-pom, like, booty, type boots. So, I thought they were super cute and they just worked out. Yeah, much better than those. Yep, nope. Off to the treasure island we go, because those colors just don't match. suddenly it's like all three are like, oh, we're gone. Yeah, I don't blame you with the dark. It gets a little warm in here with the heat running. This is the downside of treasure islands. You got other people flying in constantly. So I don't think I could do a primed challenge, at least not without a heckin' ton of planning. Which, I don't know, maybe, because I have, well, come January I will have another 3 weeks vacation, but I need to figure out what I'm going to use. And at least a few days of that will be spent going to Washington, D.C. to see some friends. We're going to go when the cherry blossoms are blooming. At least another week of that. I need to get to Wisconsin to go see my grandpa. As many of you know, my Grammy died this past summer, so I need to make sure I go see him. I meant to call him for Thanksgiving and completely forgot, so I need to call him tomorrow. It's just that retail is just a nightmare. My mom's always so good at remembering to do that stuff, you know. Grammy always got a text. I may text him real quick and just apologize and tell him I love him, and then let him know I'll call him tomorrow. But other than that, I will have about 2 weeks vacation that I need to decide. Roughly a week and a half, 2 weeks vacation to decide what I need to do with. And maybe I could just do a staycation here at home and do like a 24-hour Animal Crossing challenge, a straight playthrough of Diablo 3. I do want to save that, like I mentioned yesterday, until I hit tournament 16, but I could go ahead and do one now. Why not? Maybe see how far I can get through. Like, well, I've done Final Fantasy 7 already. Maybe see how far I can try to put Steel in one day. I think that might be fun. I mean, possibilities and options are there. So it's stuff to think about. Flying back to my island, I got the little pom-pom boots, which I really like those shoes. They're so cute. I wish they were pom-pom sweater in more colors than just the ones that the 3 I wish it came in the same colors as like all the ones, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. Still need to decide what I'm going to do with that front left corner. It's either going to be where the giant vines are going to sprout from, that the vines are coming through the coral reef, or it's going to be up on the second cliff. Still deciding. But we are landed. I'm going to stand for a minute. Come on, get a move on. Get a move on. Oh, no, that works too. I don't remember when exactly I recorded this, so the options are I had to step away again. Made myself some food, which is entirely possible, but I don't think I recorded while I was eating food. At least I hope not, because this video is almost done. Texting my husband, which is entirely possible, or as well. I was on vacation earlier in the week, or a weekend, and I went over into his game room for a second because he wanted to show me something, or I'm just doom scrolling on my phone for a minute because ADHD. There we go. Thank you. I gotta tell you guys, ADHD sometimes it's rough. We're back now. We're gonna place these boots, which I have the red one in my storage that just didn't match very well. They were a little bit too bright, but I did purple and pink. And then I did the green and the blue on the other side, and I just feel like that fit much better than the steel boots and the work boots. Empty out the entire inventory, and then I'm gonna stand there again. Oh my god, guys. I'll tell you, watching some of this back is painful. Well, time to start grabbing some decorations, so I'm just gonna let you guys watch here for a bit, and I will be back. finally to the decorating part of the ice rink. Look away for a second because my little black kitty cat, my little heat gremlin, as I like to call him, was laying down next to the bookshelf that my heating vent is under, and that is also got him right next to my Baldur's Gate vinyls and my Roche statue, which is still in its box. I'm afraid to build him until I have somewhere to actually put him where the cats won't break him, because Butters has a tendency to jump up onto my bookshelf if a bird gets into the garage and knock all my stuff down. He broke a cauldron candle that a coworker got me for my birthday. I am missing a Buster Sword earring because they were both out there when he knocked them down the last time. The case from my Final Fantasy VII soundtrack, Rebirth soundtrack, is cracked. That's an easy enough fix. I darn near broke my Buckbeak statue, which that would have really made me mad. One of the lip glosses I had, sitting up there, it's called Pumpkin Spice Latte from Kiki Cosmetics. I just have it displayed there. That went missing for a few days. I just found it. This cat's going to end up breaking something. Hi, Ridley, you gonna jump up here? Come on. My little heat gremlin. He likes to, before when my husband and I would just live in the apartment part of the house because my sister lived above us, we would have the one bathroom, and that's where I would get dressed in the morning. And Ridley would just lay right on the heating vent, not even no care in the world, just soak up all the heat into his furry little body. It used to make me very mad because then I would get cold. I don't have fur covering my entire body to keep me warm. But, cats, what can you do? What can you do? Shush, all of YouTube can hear you. The door's open enough, you can come and go. Or is it because Batty's in your spot on the couch, huh? Is that the problem? Okay, well, I gave you the option to jump up here, otherwise I was gonna lift you, and he goes, nope, I'm back on the floor, I'm good. Stubborn little thing. Well, we are coming down to the final couple minutes of this build. I'm just gonna let you guys watch instead of listening to me jabberjaw, and then it will be back over to non-voiceover me with the outro and the beauty shots. Instead of getting over to my back, decided to climb onto the death. You're so
Alright everyone, and with that we are finished with our ice skating rink build. Now I still have no idea where this incline is going, but that is neither here nor there for now. And I actually still think I might need to take the reef over a bit and figure out what I am going to do down on this beach. But again, also neither here nor there. You guys are just here to see the ice rink. So this is what we've got. I've got just some counter tables here with the little pom-pom boots on to kind of, look like ice skates for now until I can maybe find something better. And then I have a snack machine, drink machine. There is a phone booth and a trash can over here. I think I'm just gonna leave this as like a community type ice rink, so I'm not gonna worry about cash register or anything like that. And we just use the castle gates and curtain partitions back there, which is a trick I have seen on YouTube and also one I used on an island ages ago that I was just playing for myself. But stepping onto the ice, we just have it decorated. Both sides are the same. I may end up changing the ornament garland to the pink one, but for now I like the blue. We have our illuminated tree in the center. And the island tour will be set at about 5:45 in the evening. So the sun will be setting, but everything will be lit up. And that's when I'm going to take pictures and do walkthroughs. And then, of course, like I said, this side is the same. I did not take it any further. I actually still have, let me sprint here. Oh, sorry, Mr. Dung Beetle. Quite a bit of room before I reach the end of my mainland for the island, so I need to decide what I'm going to put over here. But I think the top second level here is going to start like a shopping district, which is where we will see the trees and stuff start coming in as we are getting closer to the top of the water from inside the glass dome or whatever. Like I've said before, I'm still kind of figuring out this underwater concept. I didn't put any bubble machines just for the time being. I may slide one on each side. Jury's still out on that one. I really like the mermaid fencing here. I'm gonna send you guys over to the final beauty shots. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you tomorrow with day 5 of our 25 Days of Animal Crossing series. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you wish. And if you're just hanging out, that's fine too. This is all for fun for me because, you know, full-time retail job. Be nice to the retail workers this time of year, I'm begging. But with that, I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye! Or good day, I guess. Bye!